Hi, and welcome. I'm Courtney.
I'm Roxy, and this is my partner, Ed.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome to Playground After Dark. Hey, peace, peace, peace. Welcome. So happy to have you. So we are here. This podcast is super special because it started off because I had lovely Roxy as a guest on my own podcast called According to Courtney, where we were talking about everything between love, maternal health, and sex. And then we had Roxy on there talking about poly, and the conversation got so good and so steamy that we needed to bring it to the night shift because we trying to not be doing pleasure with the bacon and the eggs and the baby, so we had to move it to the nighttime, and that's how this podcast got started. So Roxy, give them a little taste about like what are we here, what we're gonna be about.
Oh, put the kids to bed. We are here to talk about all things coloring, and coloring is what we do as adults when the kids go to bed and we turn the lights down low. And I know this is like about Black empowerment, but personally, I color with all the crayons that come in the box, so we don't discriminate. So I just want to put those little terms out there. So when we're talking about coloring or crayons, that's what you're talking about.
So for the people who don't know, what does coloring with the crayons mean? How do we get to color?
Well, because coloring can be a group activity, right? It's something that you sit down and you do with. You concentrate on, you have fun, you laugh, and you enjoy yourself, and then they give you the picture, right?
Okay, I love it. We like to come with good content that you feel really good about things, because a lot of times we just don't talk about sex enough and like how to pleasure yourself and what feels good. And so not only we're going to talk about sex and about different things that are going on, we're going to talk about toys, honey. We're going to tell you how to get them, how to get the discounts, because it's that Black Friday, and what's the best thing you can do is get a gift for yourself and how to make yourself feel good. And so we come in with the discounts and the sales and all the fun things. So today we're going to go into poly part 2, and we have a very special guest. Roxy bought company, honey. So please introduce us to your guest.
This is Mickey Blue Eyes, aka Ed.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ed. It's so nice to have you guys.
It's so nice to be here.
The one who can carry the conversation by himself.
Very much so.
I love it. Well, we're so glad to have you guys. So last time we spoke with Roxy, she was telling us about poly and actually about you. And so it's great to have you and to be able to ask you guys these questions together. Like, so how did you get into this lifestyle?
Well, actually, I have a Tinder profile and it's very specific about what I'm looking for and the qualities I have to offer. And he and I actually might just be friends. That was the goal originally. I don't do friends.
You should have seen that. She was a very beautiful woman on her profile, and I was like, shoot my shot and say hello. Don't have to. I know Tinder has its own stereotype, but I was figuring, you know what? A good hi, hello, and leave it at that and see what happens.
He was so polite. So polite. Like, it wasn't just like a WYD question mark. Like, it was a whole, like, hey, how you doing? I'm Ed, and I'd like to take you out. And, it's like,
oh, okay. That's cool, though. It's like, because you don't know. Like, with Tinder, you can go in for all types of things. And so you said you're very specific. What is, like, so if I'm going to look up Roxanne on Tinder, what am I finding? What is this? What does that mean?
Well, first I start by saying that I'm a sadomasochist bratty S type who is off my leash, and I'm looking for anyone who's interested in being a stag, a top, or an alpha, and also someone who is into DDLG. And I put all of those acronyms in there because if you don't know, you're not meant to. And so I'm not the one to teach you.
Well, listen, on this podcast. Listen, I was about to say, on this podcast, you got to teach us all the things because we're going at 2 different levels. Because I'm like, I'm friends with you, and I'm like, you said what? You doing what? I know what half of the things is. Okay, let's break it down to the breakdown.
Let's start there. Sadomasochist is a sadomasochistic person. I enjoy causing pain and find pleasure from causing pain and discomfort, but I also gain pleasure from the pain and discomfort. So as a masochist, the more I hurt, the more it turns me on. Which is unusual for most people, but I put that out there so just so you know what you're getting into when you get into this, right?
Okay.
The bratty S type, I am what's classified as a switch. I was a professional dominatrix for about 5 years, but I enjoy being submissive for the right man. I don't sub to women. It's just a thing I can't do. I've tried, I can't do it. So an S type is usually a sub or a switch. That's why I put that.
Lovely. Good evening. Okay. And then
Yeah,
what else?
Daddy, Dom, and little girls. So if you want to call me your baby girl, you're little, I can do that. But again, it takes a strong top or alpha, who is usually a dominant man, to put me in that kind of a headspace. I won't just do it for anyone. Because at the end of the day, I'm still an alpha, and I'll still put you in your place. And I find great pleasure from making men who think they're alpha in their regular life submit to me. So it takes a special man to put me in my place, so to speak.
I love it. I love it. That's very specific. And I love you. Like, she was a beautiful woman. I read it, shot my shot. I love it. So Ed, had you
Okay.
experienced this type of lifestyle before you met Roxy?
This lifestyle, actually participating in it, is new, but I've
Okay.
always had interest into it. From give me 10 years back, I was trying to find the right person who would be interested or would give me the type of discretion to kind of live in. And I'll be honest, it wasn't until I met Roxy that I was able to kind of break open that mold.
Did I
That's
give
so
you a choice?
You
I don't think I
didn't,
did.
but the thing about it is, she didn't give me a choice, but she didn't know that I was already there.
okay, because that was actually gonna be my next question. Yes. Sunshine's like, yes, we're with it.
I don't recall. I kind of just said I want to do it.
And I was like, I only let her think that I didn't.
Oh, I get
She
it.
does. She lets me think everything's my idea, but it's never.
I love it. But you know what? It's so many times that we don't have that comfort to really talk about what do we like sexually. Because I think a lot more people are interested in, seeing what's out there, seeing the option of I can be with this person and this person and this person, but still have somebody as your center person. And most times, especially in, Black culture, we're not talking about that. That's not happening, especially if you're looking to do that Christian microscope of this. I'm married to my husband, I am a wife, and we are having sex to procreate. That's cool. But if I'm married, that's my husband, that's my man, like that, I'm gonna break it down and get it any way I want to. And I feel like a lot of times we don't give each other that type of understanding. So I love that y'all just, you were able to fall right in line, like, of course, sure, no problems.
I wish it was. I wish it was as simple as that. But like, there were butterflies on my end, of course, because it's a conversation you have to have. You can't pretend you don't want to talk about it, but then you also have to think like, how are they going to react? And one of the things I would text him. I would never have it verbally. I would never do it. I'm like, how do you feel about blah blah blah? And I figured if I texted him, it gave him time to like spool his face and come up with like a softer, like negative if he didn't want to do it. And he's always like, do I have to touch your butt? Okay, good. We'll go with that. Like,
I love
I'm a
it.
simple man with simple needs.
Simple needs. Okay. So Ed, like, is there boundaries for you?
Is there boundaries? There is boundaries for me, but the boundaries are more as in what I live in my lifestyle. Like, sure, the poly doesn't involve my body because I'm just I would say I'm just a man looking for a woman to cater and please to and whatnot. But
Okay.
I am involved in Roxanne's poly. I am one of her partners. So it's one of those ones where if you're looking for safety as in my lifestyle, like, sorry guys, I know I might look good, I appreciate it, but sadly I'm going to have to stick with the ladies on this one. But
okay, I love it. So one of the questions that just came up, it just asked, do you guys have a safe word?
I do. If things are going too fast and I need a break, I say I need some water.
Okay.
And then if things need to stop, I say pineapples. Like,
I love it.
Pineapples.
Break it down to the pineapples.
And that kind of ties into like the swinging because upside down pineapples is a symbol for swingers. And so when we go to lifestyle situations where things might get a little out of hand, I'm just like pineapples and that's let's pack this shit up and go home. Like we're done.
I did not know the symbol was an upside down pineapple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you ever see an upside down pineapple with the words "If you know," that's what they're talking about.
Wow.
It's swingers.
I love it. So, do you guys consider yourself swingers or just or as you stated before, you're one of Roxy's partners? So, do you just feel like you guys are all in a poly lifestyle? What is your definition of, or is there not a definition?
Well, Ed is my partner in that I give him priority over other people. Um, I could classify myself as poly, but at the end of the day, I am a hedonist. So whatever feels good, do it, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. If he wants to sleep with other people, that is his prerogative, and I will not say no. I actually don't really like to see it, not gonna lie. um, but for the most part, live and let live. As long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself, then do whatever feels good. So
I love
pigeonhole yourself. I don't.
Okay, I love it. I love how you classify yourself as a hedonist, like straight up, like, hey man, this is what it is. Sit in that.
Do we still like say YOLO? Like YOLO's a thing still, or you're not saying anymore?
I don't know if they're still YOLOing it, but you're like,
well, it's YOLO for me.
It's like I'm gonna YOLO to the end. I think that's super. I love it. Like this is just it. This is what's up. This is what we're doing. So, there's just a lot to unpack here. So, how long have you guys been together?
That's a good question.
Let's see. We met in June.
Was it?
It was June.
I'm bad with dates.
And it progressed. It evolved naturally from there. So, as in, if you're looking for a start date for particular things, it kind of melds into the fact we just grown. We went from going from accustomed to used to desire to want to desire. So it kind of grew into that meld. So sadly, is there a set date? No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe one day we'll put a date on there, and I won't remember it.
He's being so nice about it, but really what it comes down to is one day I took my Ambien to go to sleep, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to color with me?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I color with my friends." And he's like, "Oh." I said, "You want to be friends? You want to color or not?" He's like, "I'll see you tomorrow." And that's kind of what happened there.
Oh, I love it.
The Ambien for that. It didn't make me racist, but it made me very upfront about my needs.
I'd listen to the other people who are taking Ambien. Be careful when you calling your phone or texting people. You might be saying, "It's like, are you ready? Are you ready to give it up off of the Ambien?" So that y'all are a trip, and I love it. I color with my friends. What's up? But I give it to him like he was giving the lulls and the dulls and like.
He's so nice about it. Oh, he's so sweet. He's like, "Is that really what you want to do? You want to take it to that level?" And I was like, duh, I'm asking. I don't ask you things I don't mean. He's like, "All right, well,
let's go."
And it's been nonstop ever since. Like, I just ask, and he's like, "Okay." Or if it's not, he's like, "No, I don't think so." But he's never told me no. So far, yes, across the board.
Something that really stands out about you guys is your communication. Do you feel like in having this lifestyle with Roxy, do you feel like communication has to be key?
It has to be key, not only in this lifestyle, but any lifestyle you're going to have if you're going to have a successful one. I mean, if you're not communicating, I've been in that world before, and it leads to either failure or stagnation.
I see that. Look, y'all, people trying to color with you, honey. People trying to put it out there. They're like, we color too with all the crayons.
I mean, why limit yourself? There's so many colors in the rainbow. Like, come on. You gotta find something you never thought you'd like before, and then you limited yourself because you're picking a specific crayon.
Facts.
Hey, man. As someone who has a crayon, I like my crayon. Me and my crayon are cool.
Your crayon is pretty cute, not gonna lie.
I have an awesome crayon, so I like to, bounce out the
Dynamically
crayons
different.
here.
But
So,
as long as you can have that dialogue and that communication of what you want to have, even if your friend says like, "Hey, no, now's not a good time for me," like the fact that you can even have that conversation is huge, right? There's no judgment, there's no shame. It's just open dialogue between two people who care about each other, and then figuring out if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, no harm, no foul. But like the way they respond to your question can dictate if you ever communicate again, right? But having that open,
absolutely.
like, it's okay. It's okay. It may not be for me, but it's okay that you asked. That's important.
And I think that's a big part. I can say for my crayon and my partner, that's a big part of our relationship is that we are able to communicate so well, especially when it comes to anything, but especially about sex. It's like,
Yeah.
what are your needs or what are your wants or what are your desires? And, we both said that in our relationship. That was the first time you can be like, oh no, like for real, what do you really like? What don't you like? What really turns you on? And they're like, oh, that's not me too. Let's
Yeah, what can
facilitate
make this
that.
better for you? Yeah.
Right. Because I feel like that's the thing about sex that it should be that intimacy is like, how can I make this even better for you? Because,
Yeah.
everybody in the room has a good, everybody's happy. I don't see how that's not a good thing. So why not talk
Mhm.
about it? And not to feel like pigeonholed again about what is comfortable, and what is
Yeah.
not. How would I know unless we've talked about it? Some things
Right.
some things may be a hard no, but some things may
Right.
not be a hard no. They might be like,
But also, like, you know your partner. You know if like this is gonna be a hard no versus a maybe. You know,
Yep.
there's just some things you don't ask.
right. Or like tread lightly if you're trying to ask. Like you gotta know
Yeah.
who you're dealing with. Like even like with this poly lifestyle, it's a great and it's awesome thing, but you have to have the right partner to be
Mm.
able to say, hey, how do you feel about this? How does this show up for you?
We did talk about that in the first podcast. How I had introduced a new partner who didn't really fit, and how it's something that they couldn't get over. And while they want it to be first, there's no first, second, or third. There just is. And so coming to terms with that and saying, you know what, this isn't beneficial for either of us, and it's
Mhm.
okay, and we have to let go. Like you may be invested, you may have feelings or emotions tied to it. You might even be upset. I mean, I talked to him about it, and I talked to my department about it, and I was like, I'm upset. But at the end of the day, like if it's gonna affect your dynamic with everyone else, then they're not a good fit, and you just have to say it. Sorry, but I hope you find what she can. It's not
I
me, obviously.
There you go. So someone actually just asked a question about that. How do you guys deal with jealousy, or is jealousy come up in your relationship yet?
I don't know. Do you get jealous?
I get jealous of your blankets. I wish I could wrap around you like that. But
I
Yeah.
I love it. That's like the best response ever. It's like, I want to wrap around you. You are jealous of the blanket. I'm with it. It's like I ain't worried about nothing else but that blanket though.
yeah. But no, see, jealousy does affect guys, girls, everyone gets jealous, but that's because you're probably putting expectations to what is or what isn't. Once you understand what you want and you communicate it, once again, there was a communication word again. Once you've
Yeah.
communicated, you'll probably alleviate jealousy before it gets there.
Yeah. I mean, I did have one instance where I was jealous. It wasn't with him, it was with my other partner. And he was just telling me, like, well, first off, it was like because it was a younger girl, right? So I'm not old, I'm not an old lady, but like she was younger than me. And
Mhm.
he says, oh, I'm going to take her out for lunch or dinner. I haven't decided yet. And I was like, oh, why? Like, he'd be like, ah. And I like, don't school your face up. Like, just sit there quietly. And I was like, all right, well, tell me more about her. And he's like, yeah, I don't really know. And I was like, well, do you like her? I don't really know. And I started asking more questions. Instead of immediately being defensive, I just asked more. It comes to find out, like, he really wasn't into her. He just kind of felt like he had to ask her out because she was into him, right?
Okay.
And then eventually it turned out they didn't go anywhere at all. But I brought it to his attention, like, hey, I was a little jealous when you said you wanted to go out with this girl. And he's like, well, do you want to talk about it? I'm like, I think I'm okay now. Once we started talking more, and I realized like she wasn't really an entity that you cared about. So like at the end of the day, I'm a princess. When it's my time, I want my time. I don't want to share
Mhm.
with your other girls. If you have them, fine. But like I want my time. And like last weekend, both of my partners were out of town, and I'm sitting here like, I am bored AF. Like, there's nobody to entertain me. And, that's one of those things where it happens, But I wasn't jealous of them needing their vacation. I mean, I was his boys, and my other partner, his daughters. Like, it's just something that happens, So, could I have been jealous and, like, been, I'll see you next Tuesday about it? Absolutely. But I wasn't, because, like, they're allowed to have me time. And I just have to come to terms with, like, they can't be here to entertain me,
I think that's really important, that you understand that there has to be a balance. And because I think a lot of people think about Polly in that phase as someone's constantly entertaining me. I can constantly get entertainment and attention. And it's like, well, that's not really realistic all the time. Everybody needs me time.
Mm-hmm.
But it is probably difficult because I was talking to you during last weekend. You're like, oh, there's nobody here. I'm so bored. I'm like, what do you mean you're bored?
Like, just go to bed early. What? What? That's not
what do you mean?
Don't do that.
I was like, I'm supposed to be out right now. I'm like, girl, I okay.
I shouldn't be home. I'm so bored. What am I supposed to do with myself? I already put together 2 Lego sets. Like, this is boring.
I'm dead. Well, you put up Lego sets. I mean, you could also always break out. I mean, the whole point about, it's great to have partners and everything else, but there's when you have to toys.
My life is a thing. Toys. Yep. And I have a partner who likes to buy me toys.
Yay! Oh, and I love that we had a comment here about, communication really just having great communication removes jealousy. Absolutely. I completely agree about that. The more you can talk and you have that clear communication and that honesty, and that this is my partner.
And they're not going to judge you, right? They're not going to make you feel bad about your feelings. At the end of the day, your emotions are valid.
Right.
But how they react to them is what makes it if you can talk or not.
You guys love toys. Listen, I am a toy person. I love a good toy. Toys are great for me and my partner. Toys are just great for just me. I like just me.
Speaking of toys.
Yes, let's move into the toy combo. Especially since you got a partner that loves to buy toys. So go ahead. Let's go, ma'am, about them toys.
So, recently, not recently, but like recently, I had a toy that I loved. I loved it. It was the original Hitachi Magic Wand. I had it since like early 2000s. It was one of those ones that you plugged into the wall. So like that's how old it was before rechargeable. And it died on me 11 years later. Okay, so mind you,
wow,
11 years that this thing has held out, but it almost electrocuted me because it was plugged to the wall.
Wait, what?
What? The wall, and it went pow, and the outlet was smoking, and the cable was black. And it was dead. It died at that point.
It was a trooper.
So I bought another one. I bought a rechargeable one, which we have. We have rechargeable in our store.
We do. I'm with him too. That's why I'm looking at you like, what kind of fluid you got going on that you burnt out the charger?
It's a slip and slide, baby. You gotta make sure you're well hydrated. There's levels to this, okay? Drink your little water. You drink your Pedialyte if you have to. Okay.
Oh.
So it died. But the new one, the new fancy rechargeable one, is amazing. It is the bee's knees. I brought it with me on vacation because
Oh.
That needs.
Okay. So since you brought up your vacation, because we're going to go into the toy conversation because we have a lot to say about these toys, and because let's give you a little bit about this wand because we're about to touch that vacation too. Let me tell you, that wand is forever. It is the most electrifying. It's electrifying in a different kind of manner, but it's electrifying toy I've ever used. So, fun fact: the first time I actually experienced a wand, Roxanne recommended it to me. She's like, "Hey, you got to try this thing," and I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "No. It's gonna change your life." I was having
your life.
I was having an awful day. I was like, well, bitch, all right, whatever. And so I'm like, okay. And I'm one of those people that, most people start lowest level and work their way up. I'm an ambitious type of chick. And so I was like, all right, yeah, this is great. Because I've used smaller ones and I thought, this isn't going to really pack a punch to me. I put it on a 4. Let me tell you something.
We go hard, we go home.
What? I flew through the bed. I said, I ain't never had an experience where you fly both ways. I was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I called her. I was like, what the fuck, bitch? Wait a minute. You didn't come with a disclaimer. You need to tell somebody.
Bad coloring. That's my disclaimer.
Listen, it was amazing. I learned from there to work your way up then versus starting out high and ambitious after that. So
Sunshine said waterfalls without toys, but those toys create tsunamis. And if that is not the truth, oof.
Yes.
Splash blanket, y'all. We don't have to sleep in the wet spot.
Yes. So listen, them splash blankets be everything. Splash blankets save your life. So you have it all down there, and all the water flaws and the tsunamis can flood in. And you're safe to go. So we're like we had mentioned earlier, there's a Black Friday sale, and this beautiful one that we're talking about, we're gonna actually we have it. So we're gonna actually show it over here, and it comes in a pretty color at that you can get this wand on discount. Because usually, yes,
that is. I love it.
Look how pretty it is. It's like you get to be fancy while you're getting fancy. Yes, long wand. I love how it takes up the whole screen.
And then the gold accent is just chef's kiss.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is like you get the fancy bag with it, so it's like you're having a piece of like really jewelry hardware. And I'm just like, I'm all here for the jewelry hardware. So this is on sale right now on the website, and we're gonna have all of that information for you as we're gonna keep going. So you gotta keep on listening, because it's not just that toy. There's a lot of toys on there that are on sale right now, and you're gonna get the special discounts because you're tuning in tonight. So let's talk about you saying you're on vacation, since you have brought your wand with you. Where you at? And what you on vacation for?
So there's a question that says, does role playing fit into our poly lifestyle? And if yes, what's our go-to role? And I guess that kind of ties into where I'm at. So I'm a nudist by default. I don't wear clothes at home if I can avoid it. I keep a robe on the door, so if someone decides I have to drop off a package over my door for whatever reason, I can be somewhat presentable. But I'm at a nudist resort. I'm at Paradise Lakes, and I will be here all weekend. I spend a lot of time here, actually. And I pretty much came to what's the movie we talked about? Yes Man?
Yes. Yes Man is a theme.
So don't miss out on anything by saying yes to everything.
Okay. All right.
Yes, everything, everyone. So that's our role. My role is a toy, and he is my adult to adult to make sure that I stay in line somewhat.
So okay, all right. Good luck, man. You're trying to. My light can't handle all that. You going? It's too hot. It's just like I can't. It was trying to hold on.
Oh, and it's actually, there's a couple that I was talking to, Eddie and Mary Jane, and they're the ones in the comments right now.
I love it. We're so glad you could come. Listen, at least you know what she's doing later. So that is fun. So okay, so this is a yes weekend for. So it's all. So what is all yeses on a yes weekend on a nudist resort? What? That sounds like a lot.
A lot of times you might say no to someone because like they're older, or they're too heavy set, or just skinny, or whatever, blah 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 excuses people make. But at the end of the day, the outside package is not really what dictates the performance, right? Because like you could be like and have like the weakest game ever, and you could be like and be like the night of your life, right? So say yes to whoever comes along. Ooh, hey. And then go from there, right? Like enjoy yourself. and enjoy your life because life's too short to limit yourself, right? It's too if COVID has taught us nothing, stop limiting yourself.
All
Like, and
right.
enjoy your life.
I love it. I love it. So we're at midpoint right now. So we're gonna get some good blast information and music. So we're setting the tone for the night. We don't make baby making music over here. We trying to get all the fun in. So let's hear what our music is for the week.
Yes, indeed. Well, good show, and tonight the podcast is sponsored by lovefetish.shop. Get your love on at the lovefetish.shop site, and we'll talk more about it after this artist. So tonight, this is my man from Vegas, Jay-Saw, and this is called Distractions. Let's check it out.
Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. What we have here, baby girl, you got me stuck like them high beams and dares. You got me coming out the pocket, buying you in them drinks so we could go cheers. How it sit up like that, like you sit edge on stairs. Oh, man, that ain't fair. No, I got no weakness for the cheapness, and you already know the thesis. I'ma dive up in it like Vest Cargo, I go the deepest. Organs jumping out the way, no, I shattered them to pieces. R.I.P. to the ceases and the losers and defeats. I need that ocean tide flow, I'm trying walls with a squeegee. That's my queen, Nefertiti. Oh my lord, look at them titties. Now let me just digress. I had to just confess that you're blessed with all that sits up in that dress. Did I run into you for a reason? You a big ball of temptation, a lot of teasing. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. I was on a mission before I came up in here, trying to find a clue, but got distracted by that area. No matter where you move and sit back and stare, then your body is still and then your booty everywhere. Damn it, I'm wrestling with that as she wanted me to slam it. I think it gets to Randy every time I get savage. A lot of time it end up tragic, set the balls past the attic, looking for me with a magnifying glass. Expect the gadget, now your hook becomes a habit. If you turn down is a stat, expected me to jump right to it. Bugs Bunny rabbit to them overgrown cabbage, and it's soft and it's tatted, and the way you make it move is like this voodoo or some magic. I gotta keep my head right. Distractions every day and every night. I see through the disguise when I look up in your eyes. You a devil in disguise and your ass is the prize. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out.
Yes, indeed, and that's our boy Jay-Saw with Distractions. And if you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or even an up-and-coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But hey, Blast also needs the fans. So if you love to hear great music, you can go to blastmusic247.com, register as a fan, and have access to hundreds of music. That's Blast, changing the industry one artist at a time. Alrighty, and I'm going to give you guys the banner to where you can get your love on, and that's Love Fetish, the I to a Y, lovefetish.shop, and Black 25, you get 25% site off, okay? So you guys go over there and have a wonderful time, and if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Thank you. I always love having different artists on because you never know who you're going to get. And I enjoy that. I always feel like Velma is a big freak anyway when it comes to that. So I was just like, yep, yes, I understand.
I like the little Scooby-Doo background. That was cute.
It was cute. I like that. It's a
Especially
very
because I low-key had a thing for Velma, so like it's
because I was just like, I'll be looking at her and say it's the glasses and you nerdy. Y'all be the worst little
Without her.
raunchiest ones.
I mean, I do wear glasses.
Me too. So it comes with the territory. It's like, I think that, nerds have the best sex. Reason why, because we research and we're going to take in like what really feels good. Is like, oh, no. I'm not going to just take the bare minimum. I can research this to make it better. Nerd love. Yes, we're here for the nerd love.
Our research. I was just wowing you with random sex facts this earlier today.
Yes. So we were talking about that. You're like, did you know? So, give them, which one was it we were talking about today when it comes to, I think, the vibrators? What are the top sex toy vibrators? We were talking about that.
Okay, little caveat to this. I did not mean to pull this out for this show, by the way. I just had it charging and I was playing with it before the show started, and so it's on the bed with me, so like, don't judge me all. Okay. So, and also my favorite color. So this little thing, apparently there's like this site, it's like the 14 best vibrators for squirting, and it's not even this toy specifically, just a toy like this, like this fingertip, but they're like, if you put it on your butt, it's very specific. So Courtney saw me because I'm all about feeling the sensation, so I turned it on.
Wait, I need you to run that back a little differently. You're like, well, Courtney said I did not see her put it on. She had it on her face.
Exactly what I was doing. So,
right, I was like, no. I saw it on her face.
So I turned it on like this, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I kept going, and I can't feel my tongue. Like, if nothing else, you must have a good night. Because this thing, like, can you hear this? Like, it's so, I mean, it's loud, but it's quiet at the same time, right? Like, you could honestly just use the end. You don't even need the tip. Like, the whole thing is just, so like, but if it works the way it's supposed to, okay.
You'll have to put down a review for us after your amazing weekend of debauchery. Please let us know. Try out all the toys you brought and let us know what to do so we can add it on and say, oh, hey, you can go find this. Come and get this.
I also brought my friend Tyrone.
Ooh, Tyrone.
Who is your friend Tyrone?
He
helps.
Friend.
Yeah, he helps out.
He's a real feel skin type.
Yeah.
And he's good for double anything.
He's a real G.
He has a suction cup base, which we have some of those, by the way, on that store. So
yes, we do have some good suction cups on there.
You can get your own Tyrone, whichever fits your needs, whether it's long or slim or thicker.
Okay, what made you name him Tyrone?
They call Tyrone.
That's really his name, is Tyrone. I mean, because I named some of my toys, so that's why I'm asking. It's like, why you named yours Tyrone? Like, I feel like your raunchiest toys have to be named after like a toxic ex-boyfriend, because it's like.
Well, if that's the case, they would be David, because apparently that's a thing for me. Or Michael. David or Michael.
Oh, you have to have one in there that
I've ever been with, ever. In my entire 37 years of life.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. I love it. No, because it's like usually like a toy like that is like something like you're obnoxiously amazing, you're good, but you're not too good for me. If I use you too much, it's a problem. So therefore,
it's not really good for you though. It's probably not good for you. Know your finances. Know your fruit snacks for your children. Your Cubby's all baby's fruit snack. Cubby eats a cereal too while he's at it.
I do. His socks be long. He don't want to go to work. He's always in between finding himself. It's like, no, but you come with like 12 inches of
But
hard fun. I'm like, please go away.
but is
Please.
it worth the room's credit? Absolutely.
For sometimes in the moment when the magnetism is hitting you, be like,
How he works at like Burger King and McDonald's in the back, and he's always late, but he clocks out early. Like,
There's a bunch of Tyrones like, hey,
hey, I
listen. It's like you don't make no money, but you always got money for loud. You be like, what are you doing? Like, how are you living like this?
To ruin your whole situation and make sure that you get a really good night and you go to sleep. You wake up and be a happy and successful mom in the morning, so you can take care of your kids, even though he had all the fruit snacks.
ooh,
And the baby's just crying. So we have one on here that's saying, does size matter?
That depends on you.
I feel like that's a personal question, because I think
My personal perspective.
yes, give your personal perspective on that.
Okay, here's the thing about size, right? Like this is great for dessert. But the thing about dessert is you don't really want it all the time. You just want it every now and again. When you want to just eat a good meal, have your belly full, and go to sleep, like you just,
No, I live with dessert. Dessert is great. I have dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I like dessert.
Right?
I like dessert all the time. So I think it's depending, but I can say I have had meal size, and meal size was great. Meal size was great with, toys, non-toys, and everything else. But I think it's about what really does it for you. I am someone who's, I'm thicker. I have big butt, big hips, everything else. So, snack size, don't snack it for me. And not snacking it, because we
Snack size is what I like pacify on to go to sleep.
I want to go to sleep.
Facebook like that.
I just had to think about it. I was like, so if you're gonna put me to sleep, put me to sleep. So you can put me to sleep, you don't put huh?
Like sucking your thumb. It's relaxing.
So I wasn't a thumb sucker. I don't know nothing about that. If I'm gonna suck it, I'm gonna make it work. So I like a good, nice, long popsicle. So if I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for
I
it.
don't want you to get rearranged by tonsils from the inside. Like that's okay for dessert, but not for every day.
I ain't got no tonsils, so I ain't worried about it.
Well,
I want them apples. I said, I ain't got no damn tonsils. So, got that problem.
Well, see, and it's a personal preference at the end of the day, right? Yeah. Guys always worry about the wrong things. So trust me, if a girl cares about it, she's gonna let you know. If she doesn't, she's gonna let you know. So
Right. And just because you may not have, that does not mean that you can't come and bring the bag. I've had, some meals come in back in the day that surprised the hell out of me. I was like, oh, whoa. Just because it's like your head game can be immaculate. And if you're a master of, you can mix all the things. You may be doing samurai stuff and be like, oh, and here and here and here. And then you throw a toy on this side and shake it this way. You're like, ooh, all right.
Yep.
What
is all the things and all the encompassing parts make up a meal? It's not just the main course with the dessert,
Right. A good partner, I feel like, is like a 4-course meal. You gotta have, I want my appetizers, I want my little main entree, and I need my little palate cleanser, and then my dessert. And
cleanser cannot be overlooked.
There's something.
In a transitional phase.
Everybody needs a good palate cleanser. So a palate cleanser for me is like you've been going a few rounds, and you're just parched and everything else, and you're not done yet, but your partner think he's done yet, so you gotta give him a little palate cleanser. Just a little palate cleanser. Cleanse the palate out, and then it reads, it gets you going again.
Okay. That's not what I call a palate cleanser.
That's my palate cleanser. What is your palate cleanser?
That starts the game all over again for me.
That's the whole point. I like to cleanse. The palate is cleansed, so we can go again. Go.
If you thought you were gonna take a nap, you're not.
See, I don't know nothing about that. What is this? You not when I say we're done. We're not done yet. You sleep when it's done. No naps in between.
Right? I mean, I granted, maybe you have to go to work in the morning or church or something. So yeah, sure, we can head down. But if it's a Friday night, you better tell me correct, not at all.
You can take intermissions. Like we can sit, we can like rehydrate. We can take a little snack
Yeah,
break.
water is the thing. That's my safe word. It's one of my safe words. I need
There you
water,
go.
and that's me realizing that you probably need a break more than I do. And we take a break, we drink some water, we rehydrate, and then we,
Down
But
brew.
I love it. A sipping of wine or whiskey, a shot. Yes, I'm down to take a little tequila shot to the head. Head for some head, and and get started all over again. So you gotta, you have to be able to move with
and
it.
the ice cube in your mouth.
Ooh.
So I think that's a personal thing. I enjoy the ice cube, but I have been with some no. What is this?
Here's the problem with ice. People put it in their mouth and they assume that like the ice is the additional like accoutrement, but the ice is the garnish. You put the ice in your mouth to bring the temperature of your mouth down, but you don't want to be frigid. If you have to chew it and swallow it, fine. But then once your mouth is brought down, that's when you go wherever you're going to go, and then your natural body temperature will bring it back up quickly. But to hold it in your mouth and then apply it to the person's body is too much at that time. Unless it's like nipple stimulation. Otherwise, it's not fun.
You have to be ready for it, or even the cough drop trick. I've learned that everybody does not get down with the halls. You go to blow breathe, they'll be like, "What is that?"
Pop rocks.
I've done the pop rocks. Now, pop rocks are fun. Do it when when you don't tell the person first. It's very fun. It's very entertaining.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
It is awesome. It's
Oh
awesome.
my god.
I love it.
I mean, it's funny, but it's not. I mean, it's not funny for them. It's funny for me.
Oh, I was entertained. I love it. It's like a twerk off. Hunty, listen here. These working thighs is tired
like,
right now. I ain't twerking nothing.
I would lose by default. I don't know if y'all seen Courtney stand up, but I mean, I be working on my little booty, but it's a baby booty back here. I have a lot of squats for this. My trainer, I'll be putting out booties. I'm like, how many squats do you think you gotta do to get a booty like that? Because I need to add that into this, whatever you're doing for me. And he's like, yeah, you need a lot more squats. Okay, well, keep that in the back of your head. So, Courtney's she's blessed by Jesus Christ.
Everyone is built a little differently. I happen to be someone who comes with a lot of hips and a lot of junk. Lot of
That makes sense.
I came back for tits. Like when boobs were being passed out, I came back for extra helpings. But Courtney was like, "We're passing out today. All right, it's on."
I'm done. Oh, people are requesting to see you twerk tomorrow, child. You have appointments.
Well, people request a lot of things from me, but as I said, whatever happens, happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take requests. It's the tarot.
I love it. So this weekend, Ed, is there anything in particular that you're super excited to try? Are you excited to walk around naked all the time? What is your...
I always walk around naked.
Not you. I know you do. I'm talking about him.
Oh, he went to this resort with me actually.
Yes.
Another one from Caliente. That was the one I told you we were fetishize that because like it's an attractive black couple, and but
I would say what I'm interested for this weekend. Wow, words. I'm interested for this weekend is to make sure she has a weekend that she can't forget.
I love it. You are so sweet. It's like, I just want to make her happy. I love that.
I mean, it's happy or excited or,
I think you hit the marks for all the things. She seems happy and excited.
I am. I have more friends though. You have a whole suitcase of friends. I have no pictures.
You have a whole suitcase of friends?
Whole suitcase.
Whole suitcase of presents and surprise and experiences that, well.
I was conservative. I only opened the one, this one, and then I put it on the charger to play because it's purple. I mean, look at this. It's so purple. It is so purple. Oh, I love purple.
I love it. You guys are going to have the best time. Oh, and see, listen, Family Tree in Pasco County is like, they members of Caliente too. Like y'all are yoked. You got some people, honey.
It's very nice. It's a big resort. If you guys are viewers, if you're curious, it's a very, very big resort. Single ladies, it is cheap for us. So everyone to go. It's $20, and usually we drink free around till 10 a.m. Usually 10 p.m. or whatever. Go there, enjoy yourself. At Paradise Lakes, the first weekend of every month, women get in free. So if you want to go see men, single men, sorry about your luck. It's expensive for you because we don't want you like helicoptering all over the place. So it's usually a couple $100 for you. And if you find a single girl who will come in with you, it brings your price down a little. So find a single girl to come with you. But if you are curious, and at least Paradise Lakes is clothing optional. So if you want to go in the pool, but you want to wear swimsuit, you can.
Okay.
There is no clothes in the pool. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which
And it's a heated pool.
So okay, out of both resorts, which one do you prefer?
Oh, personally, I like Paradise. I have a lot of friends here, and it's more like down home type. Like it's still a resort at the end of the day, but it doesn't give you that like I have to be on my A game type of thing. Like I'm just coming here to relax with no clothes on and shitty shower people, right? Like that's what we're here for. And I feel like people here are more receptive to that, which is when I was kind of into it. It was like they were afraid to talk to people. I don't know if you got that vibe too.
Yeah.
Right? But like
it took your personality to kind of bring everyone out. I think you were the starter.
Like I could have walk up to you like, "Hi, what's your name?" I don't know if I'm gonna forget, but like I'll ask you that, and then it's like, "Hi, I'm Roxy. I saw you looking at me. Did you want to talk?" You don't have a choice. I'm very blunt. Life's too short to beat around the bush, right?
I love it. You're like just very straightforward. I saw you looking at me. You want to talk, don't you?
You made direct eye contact with me, and then you looked away. That is literally like the I'm interested in that person, but I don't want to talk like nonsense we did in like 5th grade. We're adults now. Time to grow up. Be direct.
I love it. Like
by being on the bush.
You have a lot of directness right here. It's like we like Caliente, but they're like local celebrities there. Like okay.
No. I used to be a local celebrity at the Swingers Club, but I haven't been in a long time. And so I'm not that well known anymore. It's fine. I like to go back into obscurity because I was doing a little bit too much out there.
You was having too much fun?
I mean, I knew all the security. I knew the owners. Like, it's getting a little too much. So it's like, right. I backpedal. I had kids too. I took a break for 10 years, had kids, and then came back like, "Hi, I'm here." And it got to be so much that I was like, I don't really want to meet all these new people anymore. I don't care. So I'm back to what's most comfortable, which is just taking my clothes off in public places.
There you go. Let it shine. Let it be free and enjoy it. And I'm so glad that you all are.
Like I can be my partner. Like I love that for me.
I do too. I love that. It's just so great to see you living free and doing what makes you happy, and that you have such a supportive partner who's down for the pound. You down for all the things, and that's so. I love you. Like
it's so cute though,
and it's awesome. It's great to see that you guys are just that people really do this and they can make it work, and that this is a lifestyle that works and people are happy doing it. You hear so many one-sided stories to it. Or if you look at the media, a lot of times they mix poly with polygamy, and it carries different, notes to it. Not to judge either or, but a lot of times when people think polygamy, they're thinking negative connotations all the time, and they put that with poly and expecting that someone is getting the short end of the stick out of the deal. No one's winning out of this all the time.
Mm-hmm. At one point, the poly community did start using poly A as a term instead of just poly. Just to separate that they were polyamory versus polygamy.
Okay.
I feel like that's confusing because polyandry could also be poly A, and that just means multiple husbands. So I still use poly.
See, look at all the stuff.
Poly A would be closest. I like a lot of husbands, and I don't really care about the wives. I love wives, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, there's always that dead fish wife, and I'm not entertaining dead fish. Just say.
Do not call her the dead fish wife. You might could show her some tricks.
I could, but like it's not up to me to teach you unless you ask.
Very true. Very true. I feel like this whole podcast has been entertaining, informative, so much fun, and we're planning to be doing this like every Friday. Sorry, mixing days. Every week
at 9. We did it early this weekend just because it's my birthday weekend and I have shit to do.
Right. Like she's got things to play and things to do, but you'll be catching us at 9. This way, get you trying to put the babies down. Make sure you're comfortable.
Yeah.
That you put on your cute clothes. You know, we want you to put on your cute little pajamas. We want you to be all wrapped up. We want you to have.
I know you see my kneecap, but like for the record, I do actually have clothes on. Okay, that's what she didn't know that. I'm not here
determined to make sure that y'all knew she had some drawers on. Well, she got something on. We're gonna leave it like that. She got something on right now for the cameras, and we appreciate that. But yeah, we want you to come and get comfy. Bring your cup. You know, the tequila is gone over here. The Hennessy been gone over there. So you know.
They're gonna change every week, by the way, because I have way too many of these. But this is just like that for today.
Listen, bring your cups, bring your stuff, and we're super excited to have you guys. So just so we know, we want to open up your weekend so we can keep it fun, keep it funky, keep it fresh, keep on going.
Just ask them. We'll answer them next podcast if we miss it.
Absolutely. Like any questions, save them each time because we're here to answer your questions. We want to make sure you feel comfortable. You know, there is no wrong questions. And if we don't know the answer, we'll go find the information and bring it back to you. Because
and it's always anonymous, don't worry.
Right. Like it's whatever you want it to be. And we're okay with that. We're going to sit here. We're going to answer your stuff and make you feel good about it. We want you to enjoy sex again. Okay. And then make sure that you go into the online Love Fetish shop. Remember, it's Black Friday sale, 25% off. Just because you watch the podcast. Being a podcast member.
Like midnight. You got like, what, 3-ish hours?
Right. So this will stop. This is only for tonight. At midnight, you are no longer in it like that. So come in and get those discounts. There are so many great Black Friday sales right now. Like we had on there earlier, that wand, that pretty accessory that does all the things of the things. It is on sale right now for like $75. You better go get that thing. When I say get that thing.
One, but like it's so pretty, I'm about to get one.
Oh, I already said it. When I saw it, I said, oh, this is cute. I need this. I need this. I've already spent like, I can't say how much because my man right there on toys. But you know, it's gonna be a good Christmas. I love you. So it's all good.
At least 3 fingers.
I tell her later. It'll be fine.
It's not coming out the household bills, so we're good.
Yeah, just listen. It's for podcast. I was like, hey, it's for podcast work. It's a tax write-off. We're good.
That part, right? That part. It's business related, honey. It's fine.
Business. So we are in the business of making you feel good and having a good time. So we enjoyed you. It was so much fun. We're actually going to cut out. And I just want to say, Ed, thank you so much for being here. Roxy, thank you so much for being here on your fantastic, fun-filled, delightful weekend. Yes. This is definitely a fun beginning, and I'm glad, a great way to start. And again, Ed, thank you so much. And until next time, we're going to cut y'all loose so y'all can get up and get nasty.
Like and subscribe so you can see when our next one is in case you missed it. But we're going to be here every Friday at 9 p.m. So
please. We're on like and subscribe, and then people who are subscribed to us get especially discounts and other great things at the sex shop. So come on now, we come to make everyone happy. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Fill that toy box.
Absolutely. You need to have a suitcase. Got to have your travel suitcase at all times.
That suitcase is holding up this laptop right now, so let's go.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. Have a great night. And thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye.